Welcome back to Parallel Earth Files. I'm not from your timeline. But today we travel to one where evolution took a detour 65 million years ago because the asteroid missed. Yes, the same extinction-level event that ended the age of dinosaurs in your world never happened in this one. The asteroid that should have struck the peninsula skimmed past the planet's atmosphere, burning up in a fiery arc over what would have been ground zero. The fallout? None. No global firestorm. No years of darkness. No mass extinction. The age of reptiles continued, and they didn't just survive, they thrived, they adapted, they evolved. What began as familiar species, raptors, ceratopsians, hadrosaurs over tens of millions of years, changed, shrunk, grew, specialized. Some grew feathers, others scales like living armor. But the most important shift, intelligence. Opposable digits emerged, binocular vision, sophisticated communication beyond grunts and roars, clicks, pulses, ultrasonic harmonics, not spoken words, but shared meaning. By what would be your equivalent of the Ice Age, they had discovered fire, farming, and rudimentary tools not made of stone or metal, but of hardened resins and organic compounds. They didn't build cities from steel, they grew them. Their civilization developed alongside the living world, not apart from it. Coral reef towers laced with photosynthetic skin. Streets grown from vine fiber that pulsed faintly underfoot. Transportation? Bioluminescent gliders bred to navigate the skies. Everything alive, everything integrated. They called themselves the Saurians. Their technology is organic. No metal, no plastic. Their tools are engineered symbionts, creatures bred with functions. You wear your communicator on your wrist, not as a device, but as a living organism that vibrates language through your bones. They don't have the internet, they have the mesh. A neural latticework, thought-to-thought communication, instant empathy. No lies, no confusion. Misunderstanding is a failure of connection, not intention. Governance is not hierarchy, but consensus. When a conflict arises, leaders enter a state of shared dreaming, a ritual that allows them to preview outcomes emotionally before deciding. Policy is built not on politics, but collective resonance and violence. Rare, not extinct, but seen as a last resort when connection fails completely. What about humans? Yes, we exist there too. But we never inherited the Earth. We never became the apex. We emerged as clever primates in a world already claimed. They found us, observed us, allowed us to grow. They gave us land, not out of pity but respect. Some humans integrated into their society. Others chose isolation. Some feared them, rebelled, resisted. But the Saurians never waged war. They grieved. They forgave, and they watched. In this timeline, humans never became dominant, but we became meaningful. Our songs, our curiosity, our chaos fascinated them. We reminded them of what they once were: wild, unrefined, brilliantly unpredictable. Their medicine cures with resonance and light, limbs regrown, diseases unraveled like knots in a thread. They've mapped consciousness, not just brain activity, but the structure of thought. Memory is stored in crystallized protein that hums when touched. Their space program doesn't launch rockets. It grows ships, organic vessels that bloom into orbit, powered by solar absorption and electromagnetic glide. They've reached neighboring star systems not with force, but with patience. Seed ships carrying knowledge, art, emotion, and yes, humans. It's not as servants, not as experiments, but as companions. Old chroniclers. A reminder that intelligence need not be alone. Here's the part that may be hardest to hear. They know about your timeline. They've detected the echoes. The scars left by nuclear detonations, environmental decay, emotional entropy in the quantum weave. They've watched your wars, your endless struggle between progress and destruction. And they wonder, how can so much brilliance be paired with so much blindness? To them, your world burns too hot. Your kind rises too fast, consumes too quickly, loves fiercely, and forgets faster. They feel sorrow, not superiority, but sorrow, because they see what you might have been had evolution taken a gentler turn. Not weaker, not dumber, just patient, harmonized. In their world, intelligence didn't separate them from nature, it deepened the bond. In yours, intelligence often isolates. So ask yourself, if that asteroid had missed, would your world be better? Or would you have simply found another way to become what you already are? There are infinite versions of Earth, but only one where you ask these questions. Until next cycle.